here with Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, where we're hopefully going to be finishing the investigation for this particular murder today. And we have got to head lickety-split to the motel for such a thing. Probably will leave the theater till the last. That feels like the most cinematic way to do it. I get step points when auto-walking down the stairs. That's really funny. And probably in Hajime's situation, I would also leave the theater for last, since everyone else already knows what went on in it. That's the thing I'd be most comfortable getting interrupted from if we ran out of time. They can fill me in. Right, we've got, what was it, 16-ish, 14, something like that, truth bullets right now, and we usually are ending somewhere from 18 to 23. The alpha layering is still weirding me out. So I'll pop to the theater last. Luta Libre Interaction. Or international, maybe. I don't suppose we have a desperate need to go to Electric Avenue, do we? Well, I may as well just have a look. Never seems terribly important. Well, there better be a teddy bear in whatever room we get into next. Simply, they didn't even give us a chance to look at any of the rooms before the murder. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Yoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Probably. So you're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Yoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. Are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I don't want to know. The central room, you say. Which one does that? Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there are 7. Okay, I guess it's the 4th one then. Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki in this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, he met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. Hey. This is the most important part. Oh, right. Obviously, Ibuki didn't bar the door because she was seemingly dead by that point when we arrived there. I guess it's possible that could have been staged and then she actually was killed after that point. I don't know. It's confusing though, for sure. Maybe they're gonna pull some shenanigans like there was something that, Oh, yeah, well maybe the drumstick was planted there as a fake, and the actual thing that sealed the doors was that fluid, but that fluid required the temperature to be a certain way. So they put the fluid on when it was cold, when it was like a normal temperature, and then jacked the temperature up so that it would seal it on their way out, but then just snapped the drumstick and left it there so that we would think that was what was barring the door. Just to confuse us, I guess. That's possible. We don't know enough about that fluid yet. When we arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall. Didn't you hear me? A body was found! A body? Yeah! Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi. So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? We don't know that. So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So, you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh? Oh, yeah. Well, while we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island? No, we went to the movie theater in that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body. Huh? What, do you still doubt me? Jeez. Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. And also, disturbingly specific. Right, Hyoko's room is this one. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this... It opened, just as I thought this was the key. This key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. Be on the lookout for Monokuma. Oh, come on. You can't seriously not be one here. So, Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in... How are you in here? Did you go in through the window? Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I'll use that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? How did you get in here? Oh, there's her Monokuma on the toilet. Had to be one. Yeah, it's weird. They're completely changing the paradigm on this. On this one, they show up in the costume that they're going to be wearing, instead of just being like a basic Monokuma. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. The second mirror we brought up so far. Interesting. Bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono? Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it. It'd come undone. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Did she not say that my hero showed her how to do it? I guess we were saying in the previous murder that that was still evidence that she couldn't do it, so I guess we're saying she wasn't able yet. My hero is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? But we found it tied... Did we say it was tied in an unusual way? Like normally the ribbon would be at the back, but it was in the front or something?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiro. Mahiro kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiro taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
So are we trying to say that Hiyoko walked in on Mikan doing a heckin' murder, and that's the only reason she died?
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Doesn't look like the most sanitary room. I can say that. And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Aren't you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Something's wrong indeed. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. I think you tried. It was also a Monokuma in the theater, because I was otherwise missing 3, if I'm not mistaken. Although it's not terribly uncommon for once you get through your first laundry list of objectives, then Nagito shows up and is like, by the way, why didn't you help with something else? Level up! Level 64.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. But also the missing hemp bag, but no, I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first. Manager! A customer's here!
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer! Did you have a problem with
What
that?
are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. Oh, there's a Monokuma here. I can't believe I never noticed that. Was that seriously there before? How did I miss it? If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even brought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
I bought it even. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. But now that I'm about to watch it, we can just rescind that whole deal, I'm pretty sure. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! My resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See, it's this one! I'm sorry, I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here.
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You only have 1 chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to
I'll
it,
go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. All right. Movie's invitation ticket out of the truth bullets. Maybe to convince everyone that I didn't see the movie. 2.5D, The Wizard of Monomi. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes preparations. And grab this bear. Poof. See what I mean? Like, most of them don't have the actual outfit on yet. It's a food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches, and drinks are all arranged here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all. Is it just me, or was there more stuff than just the bag and the sticker, but none of it's here now? It's a surveillance camera. Beyond that, Monokuma's... No, it's whoever's controlling Monokuma. Why are they doing this? It reminds me, that item should be on the top of the counter. Oh no, it was just these 2 things. Isn't this like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it? Ah, did not catch your eye! It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only 1 person can have it. The tote bag is gone. That means...
what's this?
Oh there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to? Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it. I remember you said there was only 1 here because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to 1. It's more like it's limited to 1 person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy 1 bag, you get another 1 free. It's common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Alright, so there are 2 bags somewhere around? It does seem like there's something funny going on where, like, the what we saw on the camera was not actually Ibiki going to hang herself in the way we thought it was.
well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
Wait.
This is exciting, exciting! Well, pray for me, Nagito.
Impossible.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it, too? But even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing. You know? Just leave me alone. All right. These are some really gothic and freaky looking theater doors. Even Naughty Bear. Buzzed. I'm just looking around to see if there are any Monokuma in here. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so half-assed.
Then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Kirby 64 would like a word. Oh, I'm not allowed to examine around here, so if there was a bear, I missed it. Hey! Oh, I see. Yes, it is rather half-assed, is it not?
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Is that also Johnny Young Bosch doing that? I can't tell. I'm almost positive it's a voice we've heard already in the game, but...
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monomi's country.
I guess it might be Brian Weacock as well, who plays Monokuma.
Monokuma wanted to return
Could
to
almost
his
hear that.
homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one
Jeez, a bit of a
desires.
flashing lights warning on this one.
Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain.
Rip.
When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Cool, cool. Also a funny thing to joke about.
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
That looks more like the Wicked Witch of the West.
In the end, he
the wizard,
somehow
but all right.
usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Alright, well, everyone was acting like that was
He
super
lived
long.
happily ever after.
It was like 2.5 minutes.
End.
I agree, it wasn't very exciting, but well, I caught the so there was the one Monomi hanged themselves, then there was another one shot full of arrows, then another one sliced into tiny lumps of iron. So I guess that's what happened to Hiyoko, if we're saying that. And then the other one just was pummeled to death.
Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, 1 for each head.
So,
I really, really, really wish you hadn't said that.
Now then, let's meet again in a class trial. Goodbye, bye, bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. Alright.
How was it?
Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. It was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. It's even okay to call that a movie.
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right?
Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. Oh. Did it say the lion was suspended by arrows or something? It just says he pumped her full of arrows. I don't understand how that pertains to Monomi. Maybe in the picture it looked more like that Monomi was suspended, but it didn't look like... I don't remember that.
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or...
If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true, considering the circumstances under which Hyoko supposedly went there. Alright. Well, that's that. And only 20 minutes in, so we'll have a bit of time to hopefully start the actual trial here. Perhaps.
hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Right, Nagito?
Sure thing, Hajime.
Shut up, Nagito. I don't want to hear it.
That doesn't seem fair.
Everybody supersonic racing! Monokuma Rock! Alright, it's not even nighttime this time, because this happened, we found the body rather early in the morning. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Is everybody here? You guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monami,
What? Don't get in my way! You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine!
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Negamaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Negamaru's unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let
Hold on. I won't let you escape.
So does that mean Nekamaru is executed for not following the rules, or you're just breaking the rule again?
Did you hear what he said?
Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekamaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn
Of course he's not dead! There's no way, not in a million years!
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekamaru will die.
Well, wouldn't he be executed anyway? Alright, whatever.
Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What are you saying, fiend?
You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. I'm very curious what Mikan is going to say about this.
I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry I'm such a useless piece of trash.
I wouldn't have put it like that, Mikan.
Just as I thought, this particular incident.
Oops, we can continue this later. Right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's getting creepier than usual. Sorry, what makes you say that?
Hey,
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then we need to end this once and for all.
I'm gonna do
Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry and get this over with already. Then we can greet Coach Nekamaru with open arms when he comes back.
Hiyoko, it must be my fault after all.
Well?
And I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. But then let us proceed.
Fine.
It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make history.
Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades.
This is
Hey,
bad.
what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already.
Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now.
I know, but
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monomi all that much. She's just saying stupid things and it'll just make us even more confused. We should shut her up for good! I mean, there are multiple robots. That won't work. We've established that like a million times. Sure, whatever. We'll just kill Monomi next chapter. Sure thing, Fihiko. Oh, sorry, it just keeps going till... I was waiting for it to stop, but it goes till I make it not go. Sorry. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined-up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. When everyone was inside the Monokuma Rock, or even just Monokuma Rock if you can read right, it shook enough to kill everyone. We all tanked it because we're just that kick-ass. The elevator began its steep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. When it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Cool, dungeon styles.
my, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No,
Why
no.
bother?
That's...
What?
Hell now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. We became Yoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Yoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with my year's death. Yeah, she wasn't trying to change herself that much. The person who killed those two is among us. I gather she only had like 4 days to try, which from when she decided to, but... Is it my imagination, or has there been getting like more streaky, these shots, since earlier in the game? Like there's more like ink splashed around everywhere. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not, it's irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibiki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. I kind of miss a deadly deception, a deadly class trial, that whole thing Makoto said in the first game. That was really cool. Deadly deception, a deadly faith, a deadly hope, whatever, that sort of thing. The despair disease and 2 consecutive murders. The thought of a third class trial fills the remaining survivors with despair. Why would the disease be a motive? Why did Ibuki hang herself? And why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear? Survive the class trial where mystery begets more mystery. I don't have a clue about a lot of what's going on anyway. Are there any skills we haven't equipped? Oh yeah, we definitely want that one on. Cool stuff, cool stuff. And I shall just quickly review the truth bullets. Oh yeah, this bloodstain also, it says specifically it was on the left side, but we were facing the left side when we were watching the video, right? And we didn't see it. I'm fairly sure, so that might mean it appeared there later, or it might just mean it was too dark, I guess. Oh yeah, I was wondering what the hell the point of Mikan, if she was the killer, getting all snuggly with not Makoto, Hajime was. But I guess if that was all for constructing an alibi, that makes some sense. All right, I feel like I'm gonna perform really badly on this one. Also, I was told I think that this one's difficult and people have trouble with it. But it's fine. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Hajime Hinata, is that his last name?
Now then,
You know the one.
let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
The hell is Hajime's last name? Oh, that's his last name. I don't know why I got confused. Anyway, sorry, yeah,
In the
carry on.
class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I'm ready to enjoy another class trial.
But I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
What the hell is with the curtain and the light over there? Aren't we like 1,000 million miles underground and we came from an elevator?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head?
Nice one, Kazuichi.
What's wrong
Really
with
nice.
that?
Again, this is the band of people we're supposed to imagine are slowly coming to care for each other.
Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial
That's
if
a nice
those two
thought.
can't participate
Okay,
in the
just since no one else
argument.
said anything.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
It's coming. Did you just say we can't progress if they... Oh, if they can't participate in the arguments. I thought you said if they do participate in the arguments for a minute. I was like, isn't that not kind of important that they do?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the
It was really ASMRing that one.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had
Did
recovered
she
from the
ever?
symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do,
Remind me when I
Hajime?
let Nagito speak.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
I guess the other thing only just occurred to me now is what is the point even of the hemp bag? Yeah, obviously, I was for earlier I was all like maybe they were trying to obscure who has died at what time, but now I'm like, yeah, what would the hell would have been the point of the hemp bag anyway? If not to try and confuse us and make us think that Ibuki, who we found hanging, was the same person we saw in the video.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Sorry, what was it you thought? Oh, I see. You would have thought that more people would have shown up.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
An imaginative range, I'm sure.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's, and not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now.
I figured something like this would happen.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for
I'm
you.
guessing this is gonna build up to, well, but if we're saying the killer was imitating the movie, and you saw that you yourself said that the stamp on my thing says I didn't see the movie until after they were dead. That's my alibi, I guess.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. But you couldn't exactly not. Oh, it's a debate, is it? I thought it was going to, like, present one item. Have we got the, ticket? Yeah, we have. Okay, that's probably going to be it. No turnkey, scrap of paper, Vince monitor video. Nah, none of that can prove anything, I don't think.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie,
I can agree that I was lying.
that Ibuki hung herself.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Hajime's the only witness? Okay, that
Why
seems like I should be able to
would
disprove
Hajime
it.
lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
Imitating the movie. So can
means
I...
it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay, so I get that the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably wasn't my fault because I didn't see it then, but the ticket does not disprove that the killer was imitating the movie. So that's not what should go there, but I think that's the thing that they want me to do. Since they gave me the ticket, it has to be that, right? And they specifically earlier were like, you're gonna have to use that to you know, absolve yourself later on. I mean, he didn't say that literally, but that's basically what he was trying to say. Okay.
No, that's
Good.
wrong.
I'm glad I didn't think about that any longer, because I definitely would have overthought it and done something wrong.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident,
Yeah, he's the one who
Hajime
told
had
us to keep the
never
ticket.
watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening
What
with
do you
your
hope to gain
witness
asking that?
testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Believe me, Chiaki, I'm feeling that.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony
felt it several
is
times.
reliable, let us move on to the
In
arguments.
this game so far.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while
Music needed a
Hajime
moment to
was
figure
gone.
that one out.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Sorry, you were just saying the killer did it while in between when Hajime got there and saw Ibuki and then returned with everyone else? That's what everyone thinks, okay.
I couldn't
I'm
have
not
been gone
convinced.
for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
Well, that would mean was that so who did we break the door down with? It was Hajime, Fihiko, Chiaki, and Mikan? I think that's it, because Fuyuhiko and Mikan met up outside the hospital, supposedly.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Do not think so.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
I don't think he's involved.
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Hiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? I'm a not think so. Although I don't know how we're gonna disprove it just yet. Maybe the glob? That's my best guess. I don't see how it proves it just yet. Oh, I'm sorry. I assume we're gonna say that they were gonna be like, there was no way they could have closed it while being on the
By
outside.
locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us
Gotta
from
remember I
getting
can
in.
memorize also.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
From the inside, stall for
How did they
time.
lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock
It
was on the
didn't.
floor in front of the door.
What? Oh, I see what
Talking
you
about
mean.
the broken drumstick?
I can agree with that.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just
Based on that
rushed
taste, said Chiaki.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Oh, okay, wow. So the only three things were... Just hang on. The only three things were from the inside... Shit, I can't remember what the second one was. It was another orange one that was stall for time. And then the blue one was broken drumstick. And so Hajime's saying that person's remark contradicts the truth, so it's one of the orange ones I have to hit. I would imagine from the inside is the thing that makes sense, because that's the thing we were just arguing about. I can't memorize blue things, so broken drumsticks doesn't let me, I'm not allowed to memorize that. I don't see how memorizing stall for time would help there, so it's one of my evidence pieces on from the inside. The only thing I can think that makes sense is the semi-transparent glob. I'll just give it a go, because we said health doesn't matter all that much, considering you can restore it with focus in this game.
By locking the door from the inside.
Okay, that proves that it wasn't locked from the inside somehow. Again, I think that's more of a suggestion, but sure, that's wrong!
Hold on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Granted, yes, there's a possibility, which we'll be delving more into next episode! So it sounds like my theory that they upped the temperature to activate this paste and lock the door is more like what happened. And they just snapped a drumstick inside to make it look like that's how it was locked. Either way, the next video on the channel is going to be another compilation of moments where I didn't speak so good, because that happens a lot. After which is more of this. That is all for now, my friends. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! These have like huge branching stuff on this.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Of course, little things like that wouldn't be heard without this fire rate. I can't believe I was one button away from this thing. And it was the one that happened to stop. We went like back here.